Hello. Okay. Hey guys. So as promised, this week I am talking a little bit about brows, and I'm also answering a listener question. But before we dive into Amy's question, I wanted to make a change to just like my vibe. Okay, so I am 30 and I don't know, I've just been like, I don't know, call it being just like a tired, busy mom, call it like age. I'm just seeing a difference and I'm feeling like flat. I was just feeling flat and I wanted to like put more effort into my appearance. And I just kept like coming back to my eyebrows. It just had been a really long time since I ever got them like waxed. Anytime I do, I'm not particularly happy about it. Like it just like whatever, looks the same. And I'm also like, I don't change my hair and you know, I just don't want to, like I like it, I think. So I wanted to do something and I decided to try brow lamination. So you will see in this video, like, you know, in all my past videos, my eyebrows before and now my eyebrows now. Now, right now, I just got them done. So they still, I need to like have a shower and wash them, but you have to wait because it's like a perm solution. But anyway, it was a completely jarring experience and I was forewarned. I wanted a transformation and I got a transformation. At the beginning, I wasn't sure. I felt like I looked like Eugene Levy. You know, I just felt like my eyebrows had been like stuck on, but everyone seems to like them. I like it. It's something different. I feel a lot more, I don't know, like fashionable. So here we go. I'm gonna like kind of show you the before and after, and you let me know too. And what do you think about like, sometimes like a body positive spokesperson by any means. I'm just like pro stop obsessing about manipulating your body and trying to like fit in with societal standards. What's your take on this? Is like making changes to your face in this way, like in a way still, do you think a part of the problem? Like, is it the same thing in your eyes as like touting weight loss and stuff? And I suppose there's so many arguments for it. Like, well, it's not really impacting your health in the way that, you know, obsessive weight loss and dieting is, you know, like there's not this like crazy amount of misinformation out there. And I think that's where I land. But I am so curious because it pops up in my head sometimes. It's like, well, Danny, like, should you be doing that? I think most people are probably like, girls, like, do your eyebrows, like, you do you feel good. And I have to say, I think that these are some of the things like, okay, when you are deep into over exercising and under eating, not everyone, but many of us will actually just like live in gym clothes. I'm gonna go to the gym again today or tomorrow, so I'm not gonna bother washing my hair. Like, we don't actually dress up nice. We don't actually like look after ourselves. We're just trying to be thinner. Like, eventually I'll reach a point where it's worth it to do those things. But right now the focus is getting thinner. Like, I think when you stop that and like go and do these things that actually make you feel beautiful and feminine and stuff, go and do that. Not like run your body into the ground and undernourish it. You know what I mean? Okay, so here we go.
All right, something you need to know about me is that I don't really do things to my face. I barely wear makeup. I just like let my eyebrows do their thing. And it's just laziness, honestly. I do feel a little weird about like putting tons of chemicals on my face. Actually, that is very true. But for the most part, I've never really done it. And I've also never felt the need. Like, I've always been happy with how I look. Like, it's fine. But lately, look, I'm 30. I can just tell like that things are like, they go down. And I have no interest in doing like Botox or anything like that. I just was chatting with some friends and trying to figure out like what's something different I could do that I just want to feel like transformed. You know, when you just like, you want a new haircut. And I've tried the haircut thing and this is how I look good hair wise. I don't need a different hair color. I can't think of a hair color I would rather have. I don't want my hair to be short. I just don't want to change my hair because I always feel really uncomfortable with change. So here's what we're doing. The eyebrows. I have big eyebrows, which is great. That's like in fashion. They're dark, they're big, that's a thing. But they're like messy and they're not like hot, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we're going for here. Like, I want to look in the mirror and I want to be like, that looks hot. You look good. Let's go. But instead, I just like every day I just put my glasses on and I just feel like a female Harry Potter. So we're going in on the advice of friends who I trust and we're giving this a shot. So let's do it. I'll see you after the appointment. I dropped the mirror when I saw it. She was like, "Are you okay?" I feel a little bit ridiculous. I feel like
And now I'm gonna do the listener question. Okay, so you guys let me know what you thought. Is this something you're going to do? I did have some people on Instagram say like, I'm gonna go book it now to you. So we'll see. I'm curious what you think. Do I just look like Eugene Levy or do you like it? Okay, Amy asks, I have a question about a period problem that I have had since 3 years now. I have always had a regular period. I know because I was off the pill for 2 years. Then after losing weight and extreme exercise, I lost my period. I started eating again and got my period back. Nevertheless, it never became regular again. Although right now it comes every 40 to 50 days. I have tried things from your podcast, but it doesn't seem to have an effect. Although I noticed one time when I started exercise and weight loss, it took 70 days. My blood results and echoes are all fine, so they can't diagnose PCOS. I feel like I have ruined my hormones and now this is my new regular. Have you heard of any stories like mine? Is there a certain podcast episode you can recommend? Okay, so I actually almost never read the questions before. I just read them live on the show and just go with it. So I wasn't expecting this question and I like it. It's a good one. Yes, I see people like this where maybe it's taking a long time or postpartum periods taking a long time or they're seeing really, really long, intense bouts of mucus production and things like that. And of course, I would want you to, first of all, make sure you really are nourishing your body because what it sounds like off the bat, if you have a history of over-exercising and under-eating, that we can't always be 100% certain that you're fully nourishing your body, you're fully recovered. Like you said, you've tried some things from the show. I'd be curious to know what those things are. But like one idea, I think you should go and get my period recovery game planner because this is like a comprehensive checklist of all of the things that cause issues like this to happen or stalls in recovery as well. So it's like a checklist. Yes, I'm doing that. Yes, yes, yes. No, 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 no. And just to help uncover some blind spots. Common blind spots are you think you eat more than you do, just check on that. If you're chronically stressed, this is an issue. Like do not get in the habit of normalizing wild schedules and thinking that just because everyone else is doing it, it's normal, like it's okay. That's not reality. It's not okay. Make sure that you are eating, or you're balancing your blood sugar every single day regularly. You're not over consuming caffeine. You're not having it first thing in the morning. You're at least having food before that you do. Making sure that if you are exercising, you're having at least 2 meals in the day prior. All of these things that just over-nourish your body. Now, if you are like, damn, I'm doing that. I am not drinking coffee first thing in the morning. I'm having a breakfast that has carbohydrates, proteins, and fats in it. I'm consuming electrolytes. I'm taking supplementation. I've even checked my levels and they're all coming back normal and my temperatures are good and my cervical mucus patterns are good. All of that is good. I would recommend you work with a functional medicine doctor and not just like a regular MD, just in case they're looking at your labs as normal, but you're actually functional. Just because your labs aren't in a pathological range doesn't mean that there's not like some kind of problem, and everyone's level of sensitivity is different. Everyone's level of allostasis or ability to tolerate stress is different. So I am going to recommend that you just take a closer look at those things. Also body weight. Look, you haven't given me your height and weight, but I would be curious because it can matter. Like here's the truth. If you come to me and say, Danny, I'm 5'4", I'm 163 centimeters, and I'm 62 kilos or 64 kilos. Just throwing that one out there because it's like a common one that I come across, I'd say. I just don't think I can gain any more weight. Like it just shouldn't be that. Like what's the issue? I'm just gonna tell you right now, I lost my period at 64 kilos, probably sooner than that. It's not about like, that isn't that small. It could be your normal, but it might not be. So I think like sometimes we're so convinced that we are healed, but our period's not back yet. And you've gotten the testing and it's not something else. And I'll get cases like this and I'll go to my co-coach Ashley and I'll be like, what do you think? Right? Because like this just fresh perspective. She didn't do the intake. She doesn't have all of the client context. And she'll be like, they probably need more food. Like who said that they've fully gained enough weight? And it's like, oh my gosh. True. And also one of my mentors, Lisa Hendrickson Jack, I'll meet with her every month and I might bring a challenging client case who's like, she's doing all the things, she's presenting normal, she should be recovered by now. And she'll be like, well, have you actually checked how much protein she's eating? She might be eating enough now, but how long ago and for how long was she in that deficit, right? Was she chronically under eating for a long time? Is there essentially a huge nutrient depletion she hasn't fully replenished? And it's like, of course, right? Because it's so easy, even for me, working so closely with someone. So of course, for you, being you, working so closely with yourself, it's so easy to be blinded by sometimes the most obvious thing. So strip away all the boxes you're checking. What else is there? So that's why I like the recovery game planner. It's very specific, like, are you eating 3 meals a day? And are they this big? And do they include this? Like all those little nuances that you can't hide from. So that's a recommendation. I'll put the link in the show notes. And I hope, and if I don't, just go to the hasociety.com/store and you'll find it. But that is kind of my take on your question, Amy. But then of course, if all else fails, book an appointment. Like, I'd be happy to review your case with you, go through your intake forms, your health history, interview you, review your food log for you. I think that all of that can be really meaningful. And as I say it too, the Restore program, so we're opening that up in January. And that's another great one where it's like, I want to DIY this. I feel like I'm doing everything right, but I'm not seeing the result. Like, what's the missing piece? And a lot of it is mindset. A lot of it is relationship with food and body. A lot of it is uncovering blind spots that you don't know that you're still holding on to food rules or rules around exercise. You don't know that you're even doing that. It's really crazy. It's super enlightening. And that is what that program is for. So you can learn about that too at thehasociety.com/restore. I hope this helps. I hope this was a helpful episode, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week when we will be working on another project. I don't know exactly which one it is yet, but it's gonna be good. Subscribe.